As someone who has had both a small and a big one in his life, I think they're both have their merits, you know? You never, alright, everybody feeling good? Everybody doing okay? I'm really excited to bring up your next comic. She's a very funny lady, super great. You're gonna love her. Give it up for Jessa Blake, everybody.
But I'm so white I don't even have circadian rhythm, so we're going to skip that. My name is Jessa Blake. It's just Jess without the ick. This pollen out here is killing me. I'm ready to punch a dandelion. I'm 3 Claritons deep, and I still feel like I sound like Kathleen Turner. Who here's worked all week? Who here don't get paid enough for that job? Absolutely. Like, I'm out here about to do some heinous shit for some money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always contemplating being a stripper. The way I see it work out for me and the club, because as pale as I am, put a black light on me, I'd make that bitch glow. They could write my ass off on taxes being eco-friendly. Like, what people don't realize is the more of it you see, the paler it gets. Like, by the time you get to the hoo-ha, it's like looking directly into the Ark of the Covenant. But yeah, the hardest part for me to be a stripper would be finding shoes that fit. Because I wear a size 3 in kids, so I need like some 8-inch Doras or some 10-inch Pokemons. Because I'm going to catch all them singles. And you know, I know I'm a big bitch. Don't get me wrong, but like the way I see it, like if you don't think I could be a stripper, you've never been to Claremont? Who knows what Claremont is? Well, that's where strippers go to die. It's the stripper retirement plan, if you will. You go there, you're going to wake up to 2 fat bitches making you eggs. And that's how that goes. I used to do burlesque. I used to do stand-up comedy and burlesque at the same time. Yes, I was known as Tits and Giggles. I will be on the show next week with the burlesque girls. Same time, same place. Yeah, but I'll just be doing comedy, baby. Come find out. You might see my titties, I don't know. But I used to do stand-up comedy and burlesque at the same time, and they called me Tits and Giggles. But my burlesque name was Vesper Divana. Vespers are the last rites of Catholicism. Divana is Elvira's mother's name. So kind of morbid sexy what I was going for, right? So I had that name for a bit, and I traveled, did some shows, had some fun, until I realized my initials are VD. So my performances will be contagious. I started doing comedy because my ex-husband told me I couldn't. So once he found out I was out here slinging giggles, he calls me, "Hey, don't be making no dick jokes about me." I told old son he didn't have no one thing to worry about because he did not give me enough material. But when we got married, I had the conversation everybody has with the grandma, right? About getting married and what you're supposed to wear and the right and wrong way to do everything. And all of this went out of date in 1946, which didn't make any sense because mine was born in 63. But she's going through this photo album of her and her first husband, who was my real grandfather. And she's getting married in this beautiful blue wedding dress. And she's telling me I don't need to get married in a white wedding dress because I'm not a virgin. And I was like, well, how many guys you got to fuck to get the blue? And then I got backhanded. Totally worth it. I'd do it again. But I'm finally in a place to talk about an ex-boyfriend to where I don't want to like pipe bomb his car. And by the way, I hated his car too. He wouldn't put anything in the damn thing besides premium gasoline. Kept blowing his manifold gaskets. Do we have any mechanics in here? No, okay, I'm going to use a lot of words nobody knows. But he wouldn't put anything in besides premium gasoline. He's like, but it's a sports car. Sports cars have to have premium gasoline.
It was a 98 Ford Mustang.
None of the panels were the same color burgundy. So, and I'm all for keeping an old piece of shit on the road. Don't get me wrong, because one Ford Motor Company never made a goddamn thing that requires premium gasoline. I mean, I'm pretty sure the new Ford trucks come out that have like a cup holder inside the bay to where you can put your beer in it while you work on the damn thing. But he refused to put anything besides putting gasoline on. Now, I told him, like, I have no problem about keeping old pieces of shit on the road, as long as you know how to work on old pieces of shit. Otherwise, you just become Carlos the Mechanic Sugar Daddy. It just fucking pissed me off. And that's why his distributor caps in my car. But don't get me wrong, he was a beautiful, beautiful brother. 6'1", kind of man that you just wanted to oil up and show off, right? The kind of man that could lay pipe but didn't know a goddamn thing about plumbing, and you were fine with it. You're fine with it. You know what? I can YouTube that. It's fine. It's fine. But my only issue with him was when he was like black light, you know, like he looked like Stefan or Kel, but he dressed like Steve. He always wore like a polo shirt and like the fleece zipper vest thing. And like I am who I am, so it looked like he was taking his lesbian out for a walk every time we were out and about. And man went to private school. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And just because you got a hug before you were 11 doesn't mean you're better than me. I grew up in foster care, and both of my parents are felons, so, you know, I fight. But he had a friend who always wanted to go to titty bars, but his wife wouldn't let him. It's like, hey, you think we could talk Jackson and letting us go to a titty bar? One, I don't care. One, that man tips like it's 1948. So he's not paying off titties or Lexuses or nothing. He's not going to get too awful far. I'm not worried about him. He pretty, but he dumb. You know, they kind of go hand in hand. She knows. You got it. I understand. But I don't care. Like, the only thing is, if a man of mine wants to go to a titty bar, I just need to know which titty bar you're going to. Because I just need to confirm I don't have a relative working there. I don't care if you see titties, they just can't be relative titties. And honestly, that's a favor to you. Because if you come back to me, you know, describing one of my aunts, I know that bitch got C-section scars and stab wounds. Like, this is for you. But I'm still going to be pissed. I'm going to be more than pissed. But he was convinced that all of my back problems and my muscles and my bones, all of my pain was because my bra didn't fit me. But all the girls in here can tell you right now, titty algebra is not simple. I took trigonometry in high school, and I still don't know what fucking size I am. Just a big one. Because it doesn't matter, like, all the times, like, I was going through walls as a kid, or all the bones I've broken, the 30-odd plus I've broken, or the time I was shot. None of that mattered. Just my titties were not in their proper assigned seats. So he's like, we're going to go get you a bra and fix you, so you stop bitching back to back. Okay, cool, let's go. So he takes me to Victoria's Secret. They're like, you're a 34B. I'm like, you are a liar. So we went to a place that like specializes in titties, you know, because, you know, Victoria's Secret, the only thing I can fit in there is like the body spray. So, you know, so we go to this place. He's got, I'm going to buy you this bra. And I picked one out that I know is going to be on the lower end of the titty cost spectrum. And he goes, I want to pay for it. I was like, you're cheap as shit. And he's like, well, it can't be more than $20-$30. It was $96. You passed out and I left him there. But a lot of people ask me, like, what's the hardest part about dating a white man, about being in an interracial relationship? And, like, the hardest part for me, one, I didn't care about the old blue hairs at the grocery store, none of that. You know, I don't care. Fuck them. Mothballs can go get fucked. The hardest part for me was when I got sick and I said, hey, I need some medicine and some orange juice. Trying to convince that man that Tampico was not real orange juice. It was the beta bites, but it's orange. Well, Kool-Aid is purple. They're talking about grapes in it. But going through a divorce and, you know, finding yourself, you know, you learn some things about yourself, right? So one thing I learned is I'm not meant to work in an office. Office bitching is just not a talent I have. It is a talent, I ain't got it. Because, like, I can't stand when people just say blasted dumb shit. Like, I was working with a girl, she got on a diet shot. She told everybody that her doctor told her she needed to change her diet, which she's on this shot. She had to have salads at lunch and upper protein, which makes sense. The salads this bitch brought to work were all mayonnaise based. Chicken, tuna, pasta, potato. The protein she was eating throughout her work day were Slim Jims. What in the ever-loving fuck? Or, I worked at this one place, and we were in a town way out by the way, and I read a lot. And I was like, there's no bookstores in this town. I was like, you have one, but it's about the size of this room. I was like, it was a Books A Million. And she's like, no, there's another one on this road. I was like, I know it's that road, and it's a Books A Million. No, there's another one. I'll pass it every day on the way home. I'll tell you tomorrow when I pass it. I was like, okay. Next day she kept looking. Oh, it's called BAM. Books A Million. All right, that's all my time. He just gave me the light, and if I don't move, he's gonna attack me. All right, I will see y'all later. Have a good night.
One more time for Jessup Blake, everybody. You guys having fun? Everybody having a good time? I feel like I need a little more energy from one or two of you right now. Act like you didn't stumble into a weird comedy show in a back room where Eric used to fuck around barley and hops. Know where you're at, guys. Don't act like this is a weird situation. We fucking